Okay, so this is part 2 to the hot takes thread. So let's keep going. With the exception of Luke. Okay, that was part of the. Oh my god, I did not read that in the last one. All right, sorry, KJ Gaming. Double D43. If they would add 1v1 and 2v2 rank, that would ignite the game right back up. I mean, even a 5v5 would be lit for people who are active in clubs. I run a club, and I think club rewards need implemented also. Well, there is 1v1 in the game, but I think you're meaning ranked 1v1. 2v2, I've seen a lot of people asking for 2v2, but it would be epic, but I would love it. To be honest, I would love 2v2. I would love a ranked 1v1. I would love a lot of new game modes, but the harsh truth is I don't think they'd add... Okay, let me say this. I don't think they'd add it because the devs have clearly given up on this game and they're very lazy. Like, did you see the last patch note we got? Like, they only announced the 2 new characters and the like events and stuff. Like, they're very lazy. The devs are very lazy. And even if the devs were consistent, even if they were, let's go through a hypothetical here. Let's say the devs did not give up on the game. Let's say the devs actually do care and very passionate about the game. I still don't see them adding a 2v2. 1v1 might slip by. Like, a ranked 1v1 mode might slip by, but a ranked 2v2, I don't think they'd they would have added. And the 5v5 as well. 5v5 would be 5v5 would be kind of horrendous, bro. Like, the idea of connecting 5 separate players to match up against another 5 separate players. Yeah, with this game's like ping system, like, I be on green. Like, my ping be on green and I still like lag for no reason at all. Like, my Wi-Fi bar is full green. And like, I get these random lag spikes, and that's in 3v3. So I can only imagine 5v5. But if it were up to me, I would love to see both of these additions. Not gonna lie. KJ Gaming, why would you play 1v1 to get dominated by LeBron and Giannis and Zion? Yeah, if it's ranked 1v1, there definitely needs to be rules and stipulations. Like, it's got to be power forward versus power forward, center versus center, guard versus guard, and small forward versus small forward or whatever. Like, there got to be stipulations if it's a rank 1v1. Like, if it's not, you're just gonna be running into Giannis every single match. 2v2 mode is not as fun as you'd think. A 5v5 though, but do I have the patience to have 2 ball hog teammates to 4? Yeah, oh my god. 5v5 would be... It would either be a very fun experience or a very terrible experience, because you're gonna be... there's gonna be ball hogs, man. Like, if you're a center in 5v5, the only way you're touching that ball is through rebounds, bro. You're getting that ball off the rim. I don't think anyone's gonna just pass you the ball, to be honest. Everyone's gonna be hero balling in 5v5, to be honest. It would be super fun. Like, it would be super fun, but then I think like the first month would be super fun, and then like down the line, as months go by, as the meta shapes out, it's gonna get really cancerous really quickly. But yeah, the ball hogs would be a problem, but we can't escape ball hogs. Ball hogs are like destined to be in any game mode, to be honest. Let's see. Bucket God. Leg Curry over leg LeBron. I'd say so. Not by much though. Not by, like, okay, maybe I dial it back. Maybe in certain circumstances, Legendary Curry is definitely better than Legendary LeBron, and in other circumstances, I think Legendary LeBron trumps Legend Curry. Like, defensively, Legend LeBron, like, if you got a high enough LeBron, like, he's stopping Giannis. Trust me, he is. he is flatlining Giannis in his tracks. But like you gotta have like an R7 or an R6 LeBron minimum to even like think about that. Curry offensively, obviously, yeah, Curry is crazy offensively, but he does need a team though. I'd say in a team setting, Curry is better than LeBron, but solo queue, LeBron next Curry. Like in terms of being a better character, solo queue LeBron is 10 times better because you don't need a team. Like he can do it all legitimately. He can, like, he's not the best rebounder, but he can snag some rebounds. His dunks are pretty much unblockable. He's like a Giannis that can like shoot way better. He's got passing buffs. Like he's got the entire package for solo queue. Like you can definitely do it all with LeBron as solo queue. So my finishing take on that is like LeBron better solo queue, way better than Curry in solo queue, and in team play, I think Curry is better than LeBron in team play. Aside from AD, Chet is the best among his prototype, i.e. Wemby, Mobley, Porzingis, Jaren Jackson Jr. Is Chet better? I mean, everybody else there that you mentioned are power forwards, while Chet is locked into being a center. But I know what you mean. Chet should have honestly been a power forward as well. So, do I think he's better than, let's see, is he better than Wemby? I'd say so, yeah. They're like dead even. But I do think Chet gets the edge. Mobley, yeah. Porzingis, yeah. Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. is where you get a bit of a okay, you do get a bit of a stalemate there. But I do think I do prefer Chet's speed over JJJ's rebounding and stuff. So yeah, I do think Chet is the best. That is actually pretty sick, man. For a free card to be better than these paid cards, like, yeah, that is actually pretty cool. I do think Chet is I do think Chet clears them, and that's essentially, honestly, his shooting sucks, his rebounding sucks, his strength sucks, but the only thing that's keeping him above them is his speed. Like he is super fast for a center. So yeah, that's why he's better than them, for anyone wondering. Dunkers are useless in this game unless they have decent strength. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Zion, great strength, great dunking. Giannis, great strength, great dunking. Embiid, great strength, great dunking. Let's see. Characters that have great dunking but are low strength. Donovan Mitchell can bypass that. Donovan Mitchell is pretty good as a dunker, even with low strength. Ja Morant sucks. He's got low strength. He sucks. Zach LaVine has low strength, but he isn't useless as a dunker because he's so fast. The speed makes up for his low strength. Like he can avoid a lot of people because of his speed. But I do think in general, yeah, I do think dunkers with low strength are kind of useless unless you're Zach LaVine and Donovan Mitchell. That's why I think cards like the new Westbrook isn't that great. I mean, only time will tell. I haven't played against like a high ranking one, but I don't think he's that great because like his strength isn't like crazy. So even with and he doesn't really get much like dunk block resistance. Like he's got a stipulation to get his dunk block resistance. So it isn't even just automatically there for him. He's got to do something else to get his dunk block resistance. I think it's before he scores. I think it's before he has 3 points, he has dunk block resistance. So like yeah, within like the first 2 attempts he's got it, and I don't even think it's that much. So him having low strength and not like much dunk block resistance and not having it like permanently makes him kind of useless, but I guess he can shoot, so there is that. So I don't know. I won't put him in the dunkers are useless spot with his low strength. It's mainly just Ja Morant John Morant. Who else is a dunker with pretty low strength? There are a couple of cards, but I just can't get them off my. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is actually in a situation with Levine, whereas he does have some speed, but not as much as Levine. So I mean, he does get packed up. So yeah, cards like John Morant and De'Aaron Fox and stuff like that who want to dunk as guards, yeah, they're kind of useless without high strength. Speed boosters are easy as fuck to guard one-on-one. Yeah, okay. Sometimes they are pretty easy to guard, but if that paint is clear, they are zooming past you and getting a layup. Like, no joke. If that paint is clear, it's an easy floater for them. Or if they're a dunker, it's an easy dunk. I've seen Zach LaVine's get clamped up really easy. Like, he's one of the most notorious speed boosting cards in my opinion, and I've seen him get clamped up pretty easily. So I won't say they're easy to guard, but what makes it hard is even in a one-on-one, like this is a 3v3 game. Even if you get the ISO, like your teammates are gonna set a screen, unless your teammates just flat out just space the floor. But they're gonna set screens, and screens is where it gets really deadly because they're gonna speed boost. You're gonna get hit with a screen, and if your teammate does not pick up in time, like switch in time, then it's just wraps. That's a free point right there. So I won't say they're easy as hell to guard in a one-on-one scenario. Still clamps even with screen. Oh, here you go. Still clamps even with screens with good team defense. Yeah. With the screens, it comes into good team defense. Like your team has got to have good defense if they start using screens and communications. But that's the problem, bro. Someone like Jeff T there. That's the problem. Team defense and communication in this game, bro. Solo queue does not have that. I can tell you firsthand, bro. Solo queue does not have that. You gotta permanently play with a 3-stack if you want great team defense rotations, switching on defense and stuff like that. Communication, like you gotta play with a 3-stack if you want that stuff. But if you're just casual and you're just jumping in for a couple matches per day, like team defense, nah, that's not happening. Communication, nah, that is not happening. R7 Jakob Poeltl is top 3 to 4 comp center. Yeah, I can see it. Like his offensive rebounding is super cracked, so I can see it. The top 3 to 4 comp center. Let me see. Actually, let me see. Let me think on that. So we got Jokic 1. We got Embiid 2. Interchangeable. Embiid could be 1 at sometimes. Jokic can be 2. Jokic can be 1. Embiid can be 2. They're pretty interchangeable. So we got Embiid. We got Jokic. I'm keeping it strictly centers. I'm not trying to add AD and Giannis, although they just come in as centers, to be honest, in most games. But let me try to be fair and not add them. Chet, I'm gonna put Chet up there. Maybe he's not 3, but it's what I can think about at the moment. Cat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Cat over Poeltl. He's like Poeltl. I could get like there's 4 right there. There's 4 right there, but Poeltl is not bad. Poeltl is definitely not like really terrible or whatever. He can definitely be around maybe the 5 to 7 range or 5 to 6 range. He could even replace Cat, in my opinion. Actually, he could be interchangeable with Cat, but in most scenarios, I'm taking Cat over him solely because Cat can actually space the floor and like he's not as slow as Poeltl. I think that's Poeltl's biggest issue. Like his rebounding is perfect. He's got great defense. Like that's a really underrated aspect of Jakob Poeltl. It's a surprising one. Like many people forget that he actually has good rim protection. So he does smack a lot of dudes in that paint. So yeah, a lot of people forget about that. So he does have great defense. His rebounding is obviously great, but what kills him is his speed. And I think speed is one of the biggest like attributes in this game, man. Speed is one of the biggest attributes in this game. So maybe not top 3, but he's definitely in that 4 to 6 range of centers. Giannis is actually a balanced card. Matter of fact, he needs a rebound and strength buff. The underlying problem is the dunk monster mechanic itself. That's too OP and RNG. Giannis as a balanced card. Okay. He's pretty balanced in terms of his shooting and stuff. But his defensive speed is pretty unbalanced. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, there's a point where we gotta just take a step back. There's reality and there's gameplay. They try to make the game based on reality a little bit, but in reality they don't. Like, if this was the case, if they actually based the game off reality, KD would be honestly the best card in the game, like the best offensive card. Like, legendary KD should be the best offensive card in the game if they based it off reality, because like nothing under 6'5" should be contesting him at all. But that's not the case. So it's clear that they don't really base cards too much off reality. They definitely tone them down for from game balance purposes. But they seem to forgot that with Giannis. Like, in reality, he is that fast on defense. But in gameplay sense, like gameplay balancing, he should not be that fast defensively. He is way too fast and way too good defensively for gameplay balancing purposes. So I don't think he's a balanced card. I do not think he's a balanced card. He needs a rebound and strength buff. Yeah, they undertoned his strength and his rebound, but I think maybe that was their way of balancing him. I honestly do think that's their way of keeping him a little bit balanced by not having him have his actual rebounds. Like, he should be a top 3 rebounder in the game, to be honest, and his strength should also be top 3 in the game. His underlying problem is the underlying problem for most, like the entire game, it's Dunk Monster. Dunk Monster is probably the biggest issue in the game. They've nerfed it multiple times, but it's just a mechanic that I don't know, bro. It's a mechanic that it's a really iffy mechanic, because they can't just like remove the mechanic from the game, because then that'll honestly be like a huge shift in the meta. If they do that, it would kill a lot of cards offensively. Like, Embiid would literally be pretty semi-useless if they remove Dunk Monster. So they can't just remove the mechanic. I don't know, bro. They just gotta tone it down a bit more. Like, they've toned it down a lot from the past, like especially since season 1 and season 2. But it needs way more nerfs, man. It needs a bigger nerf. It is too OP and RNG based. Power juking, even though fun to pull off, is one of the stupidest core aspects of the game. It's basically an offensive flagrant foul 80% of the time. Should still be part of the game, but animation should change from literal clothesline to bumps on drives. yeah, power jukes are unfun. It's unfun to play against. Power jukes are what quick jukes should be, because like guards need that more than the bigs need power jukes. Bigs already got Dunk Monster, bro. Like, guards need quick jukes more than the bigs need power jukes, to be honest. Like, everything, like every aspect of power jukes and power juking should just be given to guards in the form of dribbling and quick juking, to be honest. Like, their animations where they fall down and like get their ankles broken and stuff like that should honestly be given to guards for quick jukes. Moves and skills should be independent of card rank, or at least just get the levels of the moves or skills instead of the actual move / skill itself. What? No, let me try to break this down. Moves and skills should be independent of card rank, or at least just gate the levels of the moves slash skill. Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand it now. Yeah, I do think cards should be I do think cards should come with all their skills and all their badges, and it should be gated. I do think that's the better way, where they gate it. They give you all the skills, but they gate it due to the card rank. Like the higher the card, like it just upgrades the badge to that rank instead of like not having the moves that skill until you get the card to that rank. Yeah, I do think it should work like that instead. Jokic, Giannis slash AD, Curry, all on R7 is the most unstoppable 3v3 lineup ever. Everyone should play Dynasty. Jokic, Giannis, and AD. Jokic, Giannis slash AD, or Curry. Yeah, it's a pretty... There is actually a lot of variations of unstoppable lineups, but I can guarantee you that all of them will include a Giannis. Like, every single one will include Giannis. Like, it's Giannis, like, you don't even need Jokic. Like, just Giannis, AD, and Curry. I think that's 10 times better than the Jokic, Giannis, or Curry, or Jokic, AD, or Curry. I think Giannis, AD, and Curry is just 10 times better. Like, it is an unstoppable freaking team, to be honest. Everyone should play Dynasty. Yeah, everyone should go play that snooze fest of a game mode. I'm sorry, I don't like that game mode at all, man. That game mode is inconsistent. That, you know what? That's a rant for another day, bro. Dynasty is a rant for another day. That's all I'm gonna say. They should switch the value of his speed and strength. Oh, Giannis. Would it change much? I think they're both over 800. I think they're both over 800, so it wouldn't really change much, but it would do something at least. At least his basic pass gives buff. Oh, Sabonis. Şengün and Conley need to pump, fake, and pass to give buffs. Oh, that's continuing from the Sabonis being the worst playmaker take. Yeah, I don't think Sabonis is the worst playmaker. He's definitely down there, but he's not the worst. I think, yeah, Şengün takes it. I think Şengün and Conley need to pump, fake, and pass to give buffs. That is crazy. That is stupid crazy, man. Oh, Switch Saga. Dame should have a fadeaway. Yeah, Dame does not have a fadeaway. That's crazy. I remember, like, very early on in the game, like, I think when season 1 launched, Dame's catch and shoot would be this weird fadeaway type shot. Like, he'd legit catch the ball and, like, glitch out and do, like, a weird fold up fadeaway shot. It was so ugly, man. I think they patched it, like, maybe a couple of months afterwards, but maybe it's glitched if he does have fadeaway, so maybe that's why they patched it. But as a skill, yeah, he should have fadeaway. They should add draft pick. I can see, like, I could see the benefits in it, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing. Hot take, dynamic step back. No, that is a hot take. That is 100% a hot take, bro. Dynamic step back has got to be one of the most garbage exclusive moves in this game, bro. I swear to God, it's got to be the most. Let me think. What is worse than dynamic step back as an exclusive move? Maybe KD's fadeaway. Maybe legendary KD's fadeaway is on the level of the dynamic step back, because you can't even do, like, KD's fadeaway in a specific spot on the court. Like, it's such a stoop. Maybe that is worse than dynamic step back for real. But those two exclusives are complete garbage and should be reworked immediately. Yeah, KJ Gamer, that is actually the hottest take. Şengün is a B tier center. Şengün would love to be a B tier center. Şengün is a C tier He is garbage. Ban pick during 3v3 is a must. Ban? Nah, I don't think I don't think much people okay, they have given out a lot of free cards. They have, yeah, at this point in the game, they've given out a lot of free cards, and some of them are really good. But I still don't think ban picks. I don't think people got a lot of like built up good cards for them to be doing ban picks, as well as the priority pick system. Like that's too much. I think that's too much. Maybe give the game like one more year for them to add a ban pick. At that point, people should have, and only have it in a Hall of Fame rank. Yeah, maybe that's where it will work. Hall of Fame rank, and in 1 year's timing, and ban pick would be pretty good at that point. At that point, I mean, if you're grinding to Hall of Fame at that point, you gotta have at least 3 cards built at that point. So yeah. Can't wait for the day I can ban pick Giannis. Yeah, I think that would be everyone's like, okay, let's see. Minimum they start off with like 1 ban pick per team. Giannis is gone, like on both sides. Giannis is gone, or Tatum. It's gonna be Giannis or Tatum. No, actually, Giannis would not go, because apparently people complain about AD more. I guess AD would be more popular to be banned because people hate AD more, and AD is not even the better card. Like it's so weird to me. AD is not the better card, but he's always complained about more. Maybe even in the ban pick, he might be banned more than Giannis. Yeah, here we go. When AD gets banned, non-stop dunker gonna attack the rim. Man, I feel that way every time I play a game. Every time I get into a solo queue match and my team does not have a rim protector, that's how it goes, man. Like, they just run, they just destroy that rim, bro. They just destroy the rim. Gobert, Meta, low-key, he is spitting. Low-key Kindred is spitting here. If they do introduce ban picks and AD gets banned, like AD's gonna get banned 75% of the time. People hate that card. People hate him. So yeah, he's getting banned 70 to like 80% of the time. So Gobert low-key might climb up the tier list at that point to combat the spam dunkers, even though he gets yammed on constantly. Yes, they should introduce banning so epic players will be utilized. Gobert, Jaren Jackson Jr., etc. Players at high ranks always rotates on Jokic, AD, Giannis, Embiid. Yeah, Buddy's not wrong here. Buddy is not wrong here. But I will say Jaren Jackson Jr. though does have a place within the meta, because like unlike AD, he can actually shoot. He may not be, he is not as great as AD, like 100%. He's not as great defensively as AD, but offensively, he does have more tools in his bag than AD does. So I mean that is his way of separating himself from AD and giving himself some utility compared to AD. Gobert, on the other hand, Gobert is just straight garbage. Gobert is just straight garbage. I'm sorry, he's just absolute garbage. Worse defensively, worse offensively, slow. Like, he's just complete trash. Players at high ranks always rotate on Jokic, AD, Giannis, and Embiid. Yeah, those are the meta picks in terms of big men. Those are the meta picks. Swish Saga. Playing against 3 versus 3 bots, especially 11-point bots, actually builds you into becoming a better defender and scorer, because bots, they defend like they have auto aim on and score with ease when given a small amount of space. Yeah, bots, like they definitely tune their defense up. They give them crazy defense, and like their block timing is absolutely insane. I remember I was like Giannis, and I had like a free dunk. I think maybe it was even a Euro step, and I got blocked by a Sabonis. Like, the bot was playing Sabonis, and he just straight up yammed me with a block. I'm like, yo, what? Like they give these bots crazy block timing. Will I say playing against them builds you into becoming a better defender? Maybe not a defender, because for bots, all you gotta do is just hold the defense button and just like move left and right with them. They barely ever do step backs and stuff like that, so they just like, in my experience, they just run to the rim and try to dunk on you. If they're LeBron, if they're a bot like rookie LeBron, like they either get the tomahawk off or you bump them. It's either just a stat checking game at that point. But I don't think playing against them would make you a better defender. It might make you a better scorer because of their insane defense, though. So there is that. Bots are given an advantage. Well, they never miss even with the worst shooters because they don't spam 3-pointers. Okay, so we got bricklayers once again. Tatum is mid when he's not facing a guard. Okay, mid might be a bit too much, but he's definitely not. Yeah, he's definitely not like the number one in the game offensive option if he's not facing a guard, to be honest. Like, if he's matched up against a LeBron, they're gonna bump him. Matched up against, I mean, Giannis is such a Giannis is a crazy one to put here, because any card matched up against Giannis is just taken out the game completely. But yeah, when he's matched up against cards that have comparable strength to him, like Kawhi, J-Dub, like these cards, yeah, he's definitely not as good as when he's facing a guard. His main strength when facing a guard is, well, literally his strength. Like, literally, it's his strength. He just bumps them, power jukes them, and either gets inside for a very easy dunk. For some reason, Tatum dunks are pretty hard to block. I have no idea why. Or he just bumps them and does a step back shot, or does his side step. So yeah, I do think maybe he's not mid, but he's very close to it when he's facing cards that are not guards. Unless it's KD. KD as well. KD gets absolutely wrecked by Tatum. That strength difference, it just cooks KD, man. I'm like, it's hard when it's a KD and Tatum matchup. Okay, so we got Hokey Paul. No buff/nerfs needed. There is no one dominant player or strategy, and every player/style has a valid counter at reasonable costs. I think the actual gameplay is pretty balanced. Forget buff/nerfs and focus on game improvements. I don't know if this guy is being sarcastic or not. He does not seem to be sarcastic, but I do think nerfs are needed. Maybe no buffs, but nerfs are needed. Okay, actually buffs are needed. There's cards like Şengün walking around. There's cards like Hachimura walking around. There's so much garbage cards out here. And then there's these overtuned cards like Giannis. Well, 80 was at one point. They nerfed him down. LeBron is kind of like, LeBron low-key is low-key is a bully in this game. Like, LeBron, the only reason like you don't see a lot of people begging for nerfs on LeBron is because there aren't much R6 LeBrons or R7 LeBrons out there to be completely abusing him. So yeah, those cards definitely need some nerfs. But to say no buff/nerfs needed, that's nah, bro. Cards definitely need to get buffed, and so a lot of cards need to get nerfed. There is no dominant player or strategy. Yeah, the dominant player is Giannis, and the strategy is Dunk Monster. And every player/style has a valid counter at reasonable costs. No, I don't think so. Dunk Monster is literally oppressive. There is the only reasonable cost. Like, it is not like the only cost that can like stop Dunk Monster is an R780, and I don't think that is a reasonable cost as a counter to Dunk Monster. think the actual gameplay is pretty balanced. I don't think so. Like, bigs just have way too much offense with Dunk Monster, whereas guards have way too hard of a time to get open shots with their weak like dribble moves and stuff. Like quick jukes and power jukes are not, it's black and white. It's night and day between them. They need to buff quick jukes a lot for guards. Forget buff/nerfs, focus on game improvements. I think the buff/nerfs would count as game improvements, but I do get what you're saying on actual game improvements. I was like giving us more currency, giving us more rewards and stuff like that. Yeah, that would be good. But I do think the buff/nerfs would help towards game improvements. Game improvements as well. Double D4-3. If they had a rank, trust me, people would play ones like crazy to prove a point. Oh, rank ones. Yeah, rank ones would go crazy. But as I said before, it would need like a stipulation. Like both players gotta agree on like a position to play. Otherwise, it would just be a bunch of Giannis versus guards matchups, and like we know who's winning that. So yeah, it would need a stipulation. Holding D shouldn't save you from getting shot over. Bumps have to be toned down, not gonna lie. Oh, let me answer the holding D one. Holding D shouldn't save you from getting shot over. Holding D. Huh. I think... Okay. My answer to that is I do think holding D should help you from getting shot over. I think the issue is when you're not holding D, but you're just in the opponent's contest zone and they shoot. And it's a moderate contest. Like, if you're not holding D, like, what's the point? Like, you're just, like, anyone can just pass by, like, run by your contest zone and contest you. Like, that's so garbage. I think you should be rewarded for holding D. Then it makes it more skill-based because you got to know when to hold D, when to, like, not hold D, so you can keep up with your opponent, whether if they're gonna do a step back or something. So it generally would make the game more skill based if holding D gave you the defense, like gave you a contest, and removing the as I said, I think I was talking about this in the previous video where I was talking about the height advantage badge, and that brings me to that. Whereas holding D should make you contest shots, but the only time it shouldn't really affect it is if the height advantage badge triggers. That's the only time. But in general, I think holding D I think it should save you from getting shot over, to be honest. It definitely feels more rewarding holding D on a player and getting a contest than just standing in their contest zone without even holding any defensive like move or anything and just walking by their contest zone and contesting their shot. Bumps have to be toned down. Yeah. I'm playing KD, Rockets KD, and I'm getting bumped by Curry. Like, how is Curry or Dame, how are these cards able to stumble me? Come on, let's not do that. NBA Infinite, come on. Unrealistic as fuck for offense to have to cater to defense and no ability to ride the contact. Yeah, there's no, like, in the way that screens, and there's slippery worm where you can like avoid the screen. There's no way for you to like avoid a bump on offense, and there should be a way to, if they're not gonna like tone down bumps, they should add an offensive badge to like negate bumps or something along those lines. Legendary Russ needs a buff. I haven't seen much of Legendary Russ, so I don't know if he needs. I can't say for myself that he does. Level 5 ankle breaker. His epic card has, but leg don't. Yeah, I think it's really strange that they gave like Russ no ankle breaker. I mean, he doesn't have the craziest strength in the world, so it's not gonna like do the most, but he's going to be matched up against, like, if he's matched up against guards primarily, like, ankle breaker is going to help a lot with his scoring. Maybe they were scared. Maybe they were scared because they actually gave this Russ some pretty decent shooting stats. Like, he's not just a dunker. He actually can shoot the ball. That's off the dribble as well, not just catch and shoot. So maybe they were a bit too scared of making him like LeBron James 2.0. Floater, that's about it. Wait, does he not have floater? If I remember correctly, he does have floater. If he does not have floater, that is a huge L. Oh, maybe give us all the badges Epic Westbrook has to the leg Westbrook. Makes no sense for Epic Westbrook to be better than the legendary. Yeah, see, that's the weird thing when they make these prime cards and they have like another version in the game already. Like, I don't think the Epic Westbrook is better than the legendary, even now. Even as it stands, I don't think the Epic is better at all. I personally think the legendary clears him, even without the ankle breaker badge. It is not the end of the world. The legendary one serves, like, it has way more utility than the Epic one. The legendary actually has a lot of like shooting animation. Like, he has a lot of shooting moves. He has decent shooting stats in the mid-range. He can try. You can try the pull-up threes. He has playmaking. Like, the Epic one does have playmaking as well, but this one also does have playmaking. Like, and he has better rebound. Like, he has way better. Like, he has center levels of rebounding. So I don't think the Epic one is better than the legendary one. Bricklayers again. Ban pick Giannis and AD every game. Oh yeah. He's talking about the ban picks. Yeah. They would be the, trust me, they would be the most popular bans in every time. It's gonna go AD and Giannis damn near every time. Sometimes it's gonna go Embiid. There's gonna be that one guy that's super frustrated about getting dunk monstered on like every possession in his last game, and he's gonna come in real mad at Embiid. I'll tell you one guy that's never, like, he's not gonna show up in those ban picks, and he's still gonna be pretty good, but people are just gonna ignore him. Is gonna be Jokic. Jokic is 100% gonna be ignored if they do add like a ban pick system. But yeah, so I guess that is it for the hot takes thread. I actually got a lot of hot takes in this, man. This took me two videos to cover. I almost thought I needed to make a third one until I saw this was the end, bro. But I thank everyone for contributing to the feedback and the hot take thread. I appreciate all of this. I appreciate all of these, man. There's a lot of funny stuff in here. There's a lot, like, y'all can check it out. It is in the Discord. There's a lot of funny stuff in here. There's a lot of important information in here. There's a lot of like great suggestions and stuff in here. Like great questions, there's a lot of just great stuff in this, man. Thank you for the contribution, boys, and see you all in the next one.